everybody, my name is Veelia, and today, in lieu of some Resto Shaman content, because there really isn't much going on right now in the world of Resto Shamans, I thought that I would give you a video on who I am, who is this weird shaman person that you're watching on the internet. So I thought I'd start with, how I started to play World of Warcraft, give a little history of me, talk about, what I do in my spare time, and end with that. So, jumping into it, I started playing World of Warcraft back in 2009 when my boyfriend at the time, who went to a different university than me, convinced me that the only way to really stay in touch, or the best way to communicate with each other, would be through World of Warcraft. And I wasn't opposed to the idea because I had actually played a lot of Diablo when I was growing up with my dad. He introduced me to Blizzard games when I was really young, and I played a lot of video games after that, mostly casual video games like The Sims. I played some Roller Coaster Tycoon, some Zoo Tycoon, things like that, but I wasn't a huge gamer, and I actually held it against him for playing so much World of Warcraft, especially when we were both living in Florida. Before going to college and stuff, you would, or even in college, playing at night and stuff, it wasn't I didn't think it was super cool. But I started playing just to spend some time with him because he asked me to download it. And I ended up really just falling in love with the game. Now, this was back in Wrath of the Lich King, of course. It was right before, before or at the very beginning of the Trial of the Crusader. And I had a real good time sort of leveling. I took my time. His guild, I asked him what I should level, and I sort of told him that in Diablo I played everything between a necromancer to a druid in Diablo 2 and things like that. And he suggested that I play a shaman because his guild kind of needed one. I feel like I might have been better starting on a druid or starting on a mage, but those were more towards my taste at the time. But I'm really glad that he did ask me to play a shaman because I love the shaman class, and I haven't changed main since. I've really grown to love my character. So when I first started playing, it was mostly just with his guild. His guild was actually kind of good at the time, and I wasn't very good. Obviously, I was a new player, but they would take me along on their alt runs, and they would take me along on their raids and their casual stuff. And then eventually I started to get the feeling that they didn't want me to come to these things anymore, and I was like, well, why? And my boyfriend at the time had to explain to me that I kind of sucked. And he was like, look, you're holding us back, blah blah blah, all the other heroes are better than you. And I, when I started playing, he didn't tell me to download any add-ons, he didn't tell me to download any meters or things like that, and I didn't do any research. I was just like, this is a fun game, because I'd never played games competitively, and I had never seen games really played competitively. Again, this is back in 2009, so it was really before esports were a huge thing and before people were super crazy competitive in regards to that. So I didn't know anything about the competitive world, and I was like, okay, but I still want to play with you, so I'm going to get better. So what I did is I did some research on how to improve your gameplay, much like you guys probably do when you find my videos, and I downloaded all the necessary add-ons, and I just got better, and I sort of taught myself all of these things just by doing research, reading articles, and watching videos at the time. So that's kind of the history of how I got into World of Warcraft. Where I went from there is me and my boyfriend broke up, and I did my own thing. I didn't quit the game after we broke up because I ended up really liking the game and really having a great time with it. So continued playing, and I went from guild to guild, so just progressing in regards to the guild strength. So the guild that I was in with him was okay, but I left that because I didn't want to be in it after we had broken up. So I found another guild, raided with them for a little bit, got better than the guild, joined another guild, raided for them a little bit until I felt that my skills were better than the majority of people on that guild, and just sort of guild hopped until I found a guild that I was comfortable in. And yeah, that's sort of where my rating sort of got me to where I am. Now I'm dating someone who is in Strawberry Puppy Kisses, so And before that, he was in, when we started dating, I think he was in Blades of Wrath at the time, and that was a really good sort of top guild. And he kind of inspires me to play better because he's so good at the game. I feel like when we're in groups together, or whenever, like, he's talking about all this stuff in regards to, you know, higher level play and, you know, really getting better at your character, and he's talking to, you know, talking to other people about people who suck, and look at that guy, he stinks, and I don't want to be like, you know, when I'm around him, I don't want to be like, oh, like, Kibo's girlfriend sucks or any of that. So that also encouraged me to get better. But I also just have an affinity and a like for being the best at what I do. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And that, I guess, takes us into what do I do for a living. So I am, for all intents and purposes, the online community manager for Mega Constructs. So we are a division of Mattel. Mega Constructs is a construction toy company. We do construction toys for gaming and pop culture licenses. So everything from some Mattel brands like American Girl and Monster High and those kind of licenses, girly licenses, all the way to sort of boyish licenses like Minions, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, things like that. And then we also do gaming licenses, so Call of Duty, Halo, Destiny, these kind of licenses. Well, we make the buildable construction toys, and so what I do for them is I manage all the social media pages and a lot of the community content and stuff for them. So that's a little bit about me in a nutshell. I am American, but I am living in Canada, and with my current boyfriend, the one I talked about earlier. And things I like to do in my spare time, mostly play World of Warcraft and make videos for you guys, but I also really enjoy reading. If I'm not, you know, reading an actual book, because I don't take public transportation anymore, so I really don't get that much time to read, I do listen to audiobooks in the car. And the current series that I'm working on is the Southern Vampire Mysteries. I was a real big fan of True Blood, but I never really got around to reading the books. But I like fantasy, and I like vampire stuff, I guess, although I'm not a fan of Twilight. So I started reading those. I think I'm on Definitely Dead, which I think may be the 6th book in the series. Don't quote me on that, somewhere around 6. I'm really enjoying those. I like looking at paintings, so I appreciate art. What else? That's pretty much it. I do spend a lot of my time online, obviously, you know, playing my Shaman, and I have a alt. It is a Affliction Warlock right now. She used to be Destro, but I played all the Warlock specs on her. I really like my alt to be something that I don't do on my mains, so healing, you know, I have had healing alts in the past, but it does get kind of boring after a while, and playing something new sort of helps me understand the game from a different perspective, which is something that I really like to do. Other games that I play in my spare time right now, I don't play Diablo really as much as I did, but I do play Hearthstone, and I play Overwatch occasionally, and sometimes, because my brother is actually really, really good at it, I play Heroes of the Storm with him. He's Grandmaster, so he's actually pretty good, and that's why sometimes if you follow my Twitter, you'll see me, you know, retweet his stream, or when he goes live, I'll let you guys know. If you're into Heroes of the Storm and stuff, you can check him out. He's really good at the game. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I mean, not, you know, everything, but that's what I have to share with you now. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you like these sort of vloggy, rambling things, I will do more of them. If not, then this will be the only one. But, you know, I hope you like him, because I like talking to you guys, and I like you guys, you know, to understand who I am, and, you know, where I come from, and, you know, why I do these videos, which is really just to help other people get better at the game, you know, because I understand sort of the struggle to teach yourself and all of that. So that's where I'm coming from, and that's why I do this. So, oh, I just shook the camera a little bit. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I, you know, really appreciate every time that you like a video, you know, every time, you know, you share my video, or when you subscribe. You know, it really means a lot to me, and I'm excited to be where I am with my channel. Yep. Okay, thanks guys. I will see you later. My guild just hasn't gotten a clean Gul'dan or Elisand kill. It's kind of been messy every time. But I am trying my best to get a good recording for you guys. I think those are the only two heroic fights that I'm missing. Obviously I've killed them. I'm currently 3 out of 10 mythic, but I don't want to upload kind of a garbage messy kill. I mean, the closest one I almost didn't upload because that mage exploded at the end with the orb, but we had already killed the boss when he did that. We just didn't think the ability was going to go off again. But when that happens, I will upload that for you, and then I'm going to start uploading my mythic kills. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!